Solidarity is forever. Solidarity is forever. For the union makes us strong. Wafanyakazi wote tujiunge pamoja. Wafanyakazi wote tujiunge pamoja. Tuitenge hatari.
Following that, I'm the Deputy Chairman General. So in the absence of the Chairman General, I've been elected as the Acting Chairman General. And this has come after a resolution that has been passed by this General Council overwhelmingly, that the petition to the Registrar of Labour Unions of a vote of no confidence in the Chairman General Owere was upheld by the General Council, and effective immediately, I will act and continue acting as the Chairman General of NOTU until the next special or annual delegates conference. This has been born because of the tremendous activities that this General Council had wanted to do, but the Chairman General, who has been set aside, failed 3 General Councils by adjourning them because of self-interest. And that brought about the petition that was sent to the registrar, and the communication from the ministry that this is an internal matter that we should handle as a General Council. So nobody can stop the General Council from taking a decision. I can give you examples that in 2012, the ministry tried to stop a delegates conference, but the delegates conference went ahead of NOTU, and they changed the leadership. In 2011, my own union, we had called a special delegates conference, and some people tried to make a petition that we should not hold. We held the delegates conference and changed the leadership. Even here, there is no court, there is no authority that can stop numbers. Yes. It cannot. 23 unions out of the 34 unions have assented to the resolution that has been made today. And therefore, nobody can stop it. It is a General Council that has been called in the confines of the law, and we have made those recommendations. And we have had attendant resolutions that we shall read to the press. But that said, we also had to replace 3 other positions. One, that of the Secretary General, who stepped aside to pave way for another person to be put in place so that he can prepare to hand over peacefully, considering that he has a lot of work and he wants to concentrate, because he's also a member of Parliament, so he wants to concentrate on but he will continue assisting the people in office. It's not that he has left Labour movement, no, because he's also the Deputy Secretary, General Secretary of UPEU, Uganda Public Employees Union.
There are some colleagues of ours who had, after getting excited, after being accommodated in one of the hotels, I think, is it Fairway? African. They first went to Fairway. That's where they slept. After that, the members decided to use a disciplined way of communicating and telling lies to the world that they have removed me as a leader of NOTU. I want to clarify and tell the workers of Uganda that I'm still the Chairman General of National Organization of Trade Unions, NOTU, and that is until my term of office expires. Now, what happened yesterday was a group of indisciplined group who actually, under the armpit of our sister Kunuhira, Honorable Kunuhira, who actually trying her level best to galvanize and try to capture workers' organization for her own interest. What is happening now is Honorable Werike, who is running away from the accountability. He has mismanaged NOTU to the extent that now we don't even have money in the account.
Hooligans who have lost direction, running in the media here and there, talking about the Secretary General who is now in NRM.
Yet we ourselves can go ahead and act glaringly the abuse of those same things we advocate for. What kind of leadership is this? You cannot rise up and claim to remove a Chairman General from a position in such a manner that does not show any slightest respect of the law. And you find men and women donned in suits, seated before cameras, trying to tell the world that the Chairman General is a dictator. I don't think we have a leader in NOTU who is as humble as Owere. Owere has been insulted. Owere has been abused even in meetings that have been so disorderly, and yet he has maintained his cool. None of those people who, if they were in the position of Owere, could behave like the Owere has done. I feel so compassionate and I feel so sorry for him that he can be subjected to this kind of humiliation by a society of people who think they can work against the law to manage the organization of NOTU. We have risen up as advocates of workers. We are also rising up as advocates against injustice by our fellow colleagues within NOTU. And I want to assure them, my brother Werike, who unfortunately is even my brother, in reality, is my MP in the village. He has ashamed the Bagisu. I don't know. Maybe I should just go back and speak to Umukuka to call people together to help him understand that this is not the way society is supposed to be run. We feel misrepresented by this kind of conduct in the society of people who are very highly organized.
Where do you go? Why don't you want government? If Owere does not want NRM, let him leave. For us, we are here with President Museveni, in as long as he's our president. But for him to castigate me, that I should leave office because I am an NRM candidate, that means he has been hiding President Museveni. That is supposed NRM when actually is in the old days of UPC. He's in his old days of UPC, he comes and hides here, that is in NRM. We are the true cadres of NRM, and this is why you see all these workers here are NRM.
You know what is killing Werike is we are asking for forensic audit. Members, you should know, forensic audit. So he's running just to hide in NRM. Hey, you are fighting NRM. I don't want to go in that.
What is the relationship?
What's the relationship between accountability and NRM? I don't want to be diverted. Even that meeting of yesterday, Werike is trying to divert people so that now you talk about Owere And we don't focus on forensic audit on him. This is a man who got money from the president. Now we want him to account for that money, every shilling, so that workers know that yes, President gave money.
So how much was it?
Court order? The court order does not work on me. That one is rubbish. Ushenzi. That one doesn't work in trade union. We don't deal on that.
Uganda has suffered so immensely as a result of poor leadership in trade unions. NOTU is suffering the aspect of poor leadership. Power is given to a person who doesn't appreciate the value of power. Is abusing power and is going away with it. Just like that. While the workers in Uganda are suffering. Our people are suffering. We are not able to help them because the leadership itself has no direction. When Owere rises up to put things in order, they call him a dictator.
We need to work with government. This is government in power. And without it, you are lying that you will not work with it. Therefore, it is not infringing on each other's rights, but we want to work in harmony with all our stakeholders, which we call the tripartite. And the tripartite means employer, government, and the workers.
Tell you the truth, NRM benefits nothing from these people who claim to be cadres of NRM. They don't mobilize for the party. They don't actually portray a good image that will help the party to really be proud of them. The only thing they have to move around is this kind of illegalities. They have jumped on a party that already exists opportunistically to advance selfish interests. The party benefits nothing. NRM as a political party benefits nothing from Werike. NRM as a political party benefits nothing from Mugole. Let them state one small thing like this they have done for the party. Other than jumping on a party, say, oh, I'm standing on a party ticket. Let me tell you, even if Mugole did not stand on a party ticket of NRM, someone will come from that constituency on NRM ticket. Even if Werike did not succeed as an MP on NRM ticket, someone from Bubulo West was going to emerge on NRM ticket. All colleagues in the government who are being lured to think that, oh, someone is fighting NRM here. This is wrong. And the government should be able to invoke its machinery to conduct an investigation so that people who have committed offenses elsewhere do not come and start hiding behind the party. And, oh, help us, NRM is going to be destroyed. This is nonsense.
Union movement all over the world relate with parties with whom they share the same interest. And it does not start with and end with Uganda when we relate with any NRM. I can give an example of South Africa. COSATU works closely with ANC. In America, DP works closely with the trade union there. In Britain, Labour Party works with the trade union there. But there is no way somebody can make a mistake in the labor organization, then you run to hide behind a party. Because our relationship with the parties is mutual. There is no superior, there is no subordinate. And there is no party, even NRM, which I subscribe to, is not willing to interfere with the internal mechanism of the labor movement. So what they are doing is really has no consequence, and it has exhibited, my dear brother, that is also lacks something which I needed to discuss with him without exhausting.
Now you have here this point.